Yo, what's up, everybody? Last week of the ESL Mobile Open is finished. So before we get started, of course, I gotta give a big thank you to ESL for partnering with me so I can give you guys an exclusive look at this tournament. So I've been covering this tournament since the beginning, 8 weeks now, and this tournament, I've said it multiple times, the best tournament for anybody looking to get started into playing competitive PUBG Mobile. And we have seen some new teams come up. I'm really looking forward to see some of these names in some of the bigger stage tournaments that we see PUBG Mobile putting out. But that's the future. Let's talk about this past week that just happened. And we're gonna start off by showing you guys the top 16 teams that finished here in this second split. And in a few days, I'm gonna post a recap of both of the finals, showing you guys some of my favorite plays, as well as the teams that won the money. But this is the week 8 recap. This was the last week, the last chance for teams to put up points on the board to make it into the top 16. So let's get this recap started, of course, with my play of the week, baby. Let's get it. And my play of the week is gonna go to Team Me. Watch this play here. Oh, it's just perfection. Watch this. Yang gonna jump out the vehicle, get a beautiful knock straight up. Nice smoke coverage, so they don't have to worry about the players down the field. All they gotta worry about is the team right in front of them, and they just straight cleaned house. Then watch Yang. Yang said, you know what? All right, you guys get the reses. I'll take care of the rest. Boom! Quick, beautiful DP knock right there on the Leonel, and just one left. He's gonna go ahead, get the US, go for that protection, get that off angle, and now watch this play. This is super underrated. I want you to go ahead and see this. Okay, stop it. Stop the footage. Stop the footage and replay that right there. So what you're gonna see is a few seconds back, as soon as he starts driving up, what he does is he actually switches seats and then exits the vehicle, because if he just hit the eject button, he would come up in front of those players. Instead, switches seats, hits the eject button, so that way he doesn't have to worry about getting shot. Beautiful little tiny micro play that makes all the difference. And you can see he switches, he's got beautiful coverage, he's holding this angle, and if he just hit the exit button, he's instantly knocked. But that switch seat, look at this, and look at this peek he does. Oh! Beautiful! Gets the second one. Yay! I mean, come on, my man. What are you on? That is how you get a chicken dinner in style. Beautiful play. Now that's my play of the week. Let me show you guys some of the rest of the action happened that here in the last week of the ESL Mobile Open. Week 8, let's get started in Arigil. And as you can see, we're going to start off with Team JNA. Now, I really like their position of how they're holding this. We're rocking a 3-man squad here. If they had a 4-man, I think this would end up a little bit differently. But look how they're covering each other's angles. Jers has that side covered. You can see him kind of shoot his teammate in the back. Look, there's no friendly fire on here, but that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to cover each other, so that way you're going to push up little by little. Now, it's Jers' job right here to cover this angle hard, and he drops the ball. I'm not sure exactly what happened, why he was so late. Brian comes up in the corner as well. I would have liked to see them just push this as a 3-man, or Jers. That should have been his knock. Should have been his knock. I don't know if he's a little bit slow to it, and he's getting this res, and he's slow to these footsteps because, man, he just gets straight wiped out. So not the best play from them at the end, but that's a good way to start things off, I think, for Team CC. Next, we're heading on over to Sandhawk, and we're going to look at Team Top. They're going to be covering this rock. You can see Crushito. He's checking that grass diligently. Want to make sure there's no snakes hiding in the corner, but he's got to watch those angles up top for this other Team SL. And you can see right there, he's going to get knocked by Team SLP. They're going to go ahead and work on JNA. Now, we saw them just get shredded a little earlier, and it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a case for the same. Yeah, they're going to go out in 3rd place. Still a really solid finish for them, but it looks like it's all SLP up on the top here. Then you're going to go for this reset, and that's something that you need to do. You need to always make sure that you heal before you go for the res. And beautiful nade to kind of help open things up, buy them a little bit more time to get this full reset off. They want all 4 resed up and strong going into the next one, and this is full snake play. Pandy is gonna just go out. He just tried to buy some time. They didn't want to risk that particular res, and this is where I think things start to fall apart. You can see Pedwin just kind of run up in a 1v3 situation, and I think Team SLP here just got a little too cocky, a little too confident. And you can see Pasirio is going to have to go in and run in a 1v2, and there's just nothing you can do. Beautifully played at the end of the day from Team Top as they get that win. Back on over to Arigil. We're going to see Team DNA. This is a desperation rotation here. Those are some nice smokes, and if they would have sent all 4, I think they would have stood a chance here, but just sending 2 at a time, they just easily get bopped out of a vehicle. We see this every time teams rotate like this, they just get punished, and Team DNA is going to be no different. Unfortunately, you can see Trunks there trying to make something happen towards the end. A great player, but I think they just split up a little bit too much on that rotation. Going in 2-2 like that, it was just open season here for Team IG. And look at their kills, 15 for them. So they had a great game. They're only rocking 2 up left, and they're going against, you guessed it, Team JNA, a squad that we saw not be able to get the finish twice in a row, but now they have a huge advantage. They got this other squad completely locked down, and they even have zone here. So this one is in the bag. They're going to be able to finally get that chicken dinner. The difference, though, being the kills. The kills, guys. Look at that. Only 2. They're going to get the 3rd right there, and they're going to go for the last finish. So this is going to finally get them the chicken dinner that they had been really wanting for this last week. At the end of the day, though, 4 kill chicken dinner. You got to be happy with it. You got to be happy with it, but I think they needed a little bit more if they wanted to make it into the finals. Now over to Miramar, we're going to look at Team Top League MX. Now this is a squad that ended up in 10th place overall, so they are going to be in the finals, but it was not easy. They had to work for it. They had to beat these teams out of the top 16, and that's exactly what they did. Look at this Miramar match from them as they push together as a squad, all 4 up, 4 kills to their name, and they're going to add some more to that bucket as they get this finish. And you can just see the confidence they have. They're just full sending, full pressing this on the edge of the zone. They know that they have it. There's only a couple players left. All they got to do is just work together and get the finishes. Still, you can see Crown trying to use his utility rather than using his guns, because that little hill can always cause a little bit of trouble. But, you know, as they go and just push on down, they realize it's only 1 left. They heard the shots. Easy, beautiful finish from top. And that was really a big separating game for them to make it into the finals. Now moving to Arigil, look at the squad. Team Cold 2 BG. Now before this week, they were not going to make it in the finals. They were outside of the top 16. And in the last couple of games, ended up making it to 7th place. So Cold 2 BG showing up big, so that way they can make a presence in the finals. And you can see them also going up against Top, which we just saw in the last clip, and you know, a 2nd place from them, a 1st place chicken dinner here from Cold 2 BG. Just huge points for both these squads to make it in the top 16. Next play we got here is going to be from Godplay, 9 kills. This is a really good game for them. Snake play towards the end of Miramar, beautiful spot. Look at that 6x Scar, just laser beam. Last one left, and he was able to spot him as well. So now they're just going to go ahead and get the press, try to catch them toes underneath that burnt out truck. But this is what I like. I like to see players, of course, making their own cover, because it's all open field. That truck is going to help buy him sometime. Not enough, but at least enough to secure 2nd place. So a good finish from both of these squads. Next, we're going to look at Team Nova, our 3rd place finishing squad. A team we have high expectations for. Rin's going to kind of run up a little bit too cocky, though. He's going to get pieced up, and so is Shifan. Luckily, they are behind this coverage here, and a beautiful return knock from his teammates, Skies, to be able to get that out. And he's going to get just one last finish, and you're going to see it right there. This is why you see Team Nova in 3rd place. Even when they get into trouble, they're able to get those finishes and everybody back up. There's still a full 4-man team here now with 4 kills. A great start for them. And just look how they're controlling the circle. They're in the inside of it. They know the zone's coming, so now it's time to start gatekeeping. Rin's going to throw a beautiful nade up top. Kind of start to panic here, you know, moving up and down. I would have loved to see him at least pick up or get away from that gas can, because blowing that up could have been disaster. But I don't even think they were quite able to spot that, as they were just too preoccupied with all these shots coming from the rest of the remaining members of Team Nova. And look at that. That's what Nova's so good at, is when one player gets knocked, it's like they're a swarm of angry bees or something, you know, like, or maybe a bunch of mama bears coming after their cubs, because these guys just come 10 times angrier and harder. And look at that. Same situation here. You're going to see Rin get pieced up. He's going to go, well, you know, or whatever the sound little baby bears make when they're in trouble. And the rest of Team Nova just comes out firing. Putting that suppressive fire allows a little baby Rin to get nice and healed up and just apply more pressure. And this is what Team Nova does. Just that pure teamwork. And then look at that. Rim, now he's in full mama bear status, helping out HCL, doing the same thing. It's just constantly on and off, and they're so tricky to go up against, because you put a little bit of pressure on one side of them and you think you got them, and the other comes in hard, and it's just a constantly a back and forth. Look at that finish. Nova just doing what they do best. And we're just going to keep on with this. We got to keep on watching this, because this is that beautiful gameplay that you just love to see. And if you're a top squad looking to compete against this team, these are the guys that you want to emulate. Just their play style, their effort that they put in, and teamwork is just so strong. You can see Rin supporting fire from the back as the rest of his team pushes up. That suppressive fire is so huge. They just know how to cover each other's angles so well. And yeah, you can just see them right now just trying to figure this out. Okay, we have this defilade back here. Let's go ahead and make a quick little wraparound rotation and just press up little by little. That's 11 kills from them in this game, and they're just going to keep on going up. And how many times have we seen them be knocked? It's crazy. Look at Rin trying to catch this buggy on the way in, and always when you see a buggy, remember, you got to go for those tires. He tried to go for the headshot. At the end of the day, they are going to catch him wide in the open, though, and get the finish. So beautiful. Another kill. 14 kills, and they're just racking up this total more and more as this game goes on. Come on. I mean, come on! What more do you want me to say? I mean, this is just crazy. Sometimes you guys just sit back and watch the play as it happens. Because, man, these guys, they just know what they're doing. And then look at that. Instantly, Rin's a little bit too late to get in the back of that buggy as the rest of his team goes on the rotation and gets that coverage. And he's like, all right, that's fine. I'll go ahead and cover you guys as you push up. It's just beautifully well done. Now they're going to go up against Mazektis. Look at Rin. He's going to catch Rage here on this off angle. Ah! See ya! Next player up on the left. Another beautiful shot. Tries to catch Batman through the smoke. Just so much suppressive fire. So much suppressive fire. And then you got the rest of Nova on the other side rocking a 2-1 split here. It's beautiful. And he sees that hill. He's going to go and push up to it. Beautifully done. Last couple of members, 15 kills. Hey, only a matter of time now. They have zone. All they got to do is just wait. Make some plays. Yeah, Rin's going to bust out a nice little grenade here onto Batman. And guess what? Going to piece him up a little bit. You thought it was going to be a knock, right? That's what you thought. Guess what? It's not. It's going to be just a nice little tap, a little warning nade. Because, I mean, yeah, look at Nova's position. They have this in the bag. A nice finish, though. You see Batman, you know, with some nice, second place against Nova. Nothing to shake your head at. He does get a nice knock on his She-Fan. At the end of the day, though, like I mentioned, once one of them gets knocked, Nova comes in hot. And with Batman only 1 HP left, a Molotov as well, just to put in a little bit, and a nice shot through the smoke to finish things off. Team Nova, all the way. This is why you see them in the top 3. Now we're going to end this off here with a squad that we expected quite a bit from. Unfortunately, weren't able to get it done. They do end up finishing with a chicken dinner here, but ended up in 19th place overall, and that is going to be Squad Pro Era. We've seen this team definitely compete in some higher stages before, just not able to get it done here in the ESL Mobile Open. We're going to see them, though, get a nice chicken dinner as they go up against Team ASG, that nice little almost self-nade getting popped through the smokes. So we see as this squad, I mean, they have a lot of potential. This is what I like about the ESL Mobile Open, is being able to highlight squads that we're going to hopefully see from in the future. I think that's what this tournament has been all about, is just a chance for teams to get practice in, to develop their skills, even with some roster changes. Now, unfortunately, we saw like Pro Era making 19th. We're not going to see them in the finals, but I look to see a lot from them as well as a lot of other teams that we're able to catch in the ESL Mobile Open. So that's all I got for you guys for week 8. I hope you've really enjoyed this series and taken a look at some of these new teams. I'm excited to see some of these newcomers really show up in the NA scene. So, of course, stay posted for the finals video that's coming up around the corner. And if you liked it, of course, hit the like button, subscribe button. And last but not least, of course, thank you, ESL, for not just, of course, partnering with me on this, but putting this tournament on in general. It's a really good opportunity for all these new players, and I really love everything that you've done for the North American PUBG mobile scene. That's it. Hot Juke signing off. See you next time.